Alright guys, Effortless Roller, November, what is that, 14, 12? Today is Monday, I think 12. Putting up the youngest kit, guys. This is the youngest kit. I finally got him up. This is them. Oh! This is them flying. Happy with the results so far. I like what I'm seeing. These are what? October babies. October. September babies. They were put in the kit box October. Sorry about that. The youngest of youngest. 2023 baby. Look at that, man. You cannot complain about that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's finally paid off. They're flagging these suckers like crazy. Probably like a maniac out here. I don't really like to flagging my birds up, but these birds needed to be motivated. I don't like it. I don't want to do it. I have not flagged my birds for a long time, but I started to because these guys were strong in the wing and they did not get to fly because I got sick for 2 weeks. And then my kids got sick for another 2 weeks. So they sat around almost for a whole month. So you could tell when you get birds and you don't have time to fly them, they sit around for a month, they're gonna be lazy. Nothing wants to motivate them up. But look at these young birds. Look at these young birds, man. They're going. And I cannot complain about it. No, I cannot complain about it. As long as they're doing this, they have every right to do so. Alrighty. Finally. Oh. Finally. Young birds, I'm happy with y'all. Look, they're starting to get fit. Ain't nobody even exhausted. Ain't none of them exhausted. If I didn't have the baby, I'd probably flag them up and keep them up a little longer, but I got the baby here. She's like right here on my chest. Look at her shadows. There. I got my hands full, guys. Full-time dad. Flying birds, I guess. Can't wait till she's older. She can stay out here and play on herself. She don't need to be on my front or my back. But I'm trying to remember these moments, you know? You're gonna go by too fast. By the time you know it, they don't want you. Daddy, no, hold my hand. I got this. You know? So I'm trying to bask in it for as long as I can. But yeah, this is the youngest kid right here. That's a mason bird right there. So yeah, I got like a few masons in here. Like that's a mason. And my mason birds come from Wayne Fetter. Right there. Where's another one? Right there. That one just came by. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that little mason. Don't it look good? Don't it look good? But the rest of all my Courtney birds. So eventually next year I'm gonna try to breed my masons again. I'm gonna try to get a full kit. It's all pure masons and fly them out. The goal with this kit is to eventually break them into hen kit and cock kit, and then yeah, move on with that, you know, because right now I got a hen kit and I got a cock kit, and I like them. I like it. I like flying different sexes. A lot of guys say, you know, I never used to do it either, you know, but I noticed that since I started, it's kind of a bittersweet thing. Honestly, you know, you realize you know, hens need more protein than the boys. You realize these little small little details. You know, you want your birds to roll better. The hens need more protein than the cockbirds. You know, the cockbirds tend to be naturally strong. You know, I mean, come on, guys. If you're a guy, you should know that. You should be naturally stronger, naturally. You know, naturally. Don't mean to put any strong woman down or whatnot. That's not what I'm trying to say either. So just don't twist the words. But yeah, naturally. The boys don't need that much protein, but the girls do. But the boys, you gotta keep them focused. Oh my goodness, they get easily distracted. You know? Shoot, I think we're all ADHD, huh? We do one thing, we end up doing other things and nothing, and then next thing you know, too many things at once. But on a real talk though, guys. On a real talk though, you know, nutrition wise, my cockbirds don't really need that much protein. The only time I ever give it to them is when I actually feel like I've seen them roll better, but they're not rolling up to that standard, and they're just kind of like playing around, but not really serious about it. Then that's when you need to put them in boot camp. You know, it's like that sergeant. You gotta call them up and get the squad, you know, in check. But you know, ever since I started flying hens and cocks, I started to notice a big difference in that. You know, like cockbirds, you can't feed them up too much. They get fit. They start, their hormones starts going off, and all they think about is just mating. Then they don't really care about flying. So you got a thin line where you got to maintain them, where they will not get skinny and weak on you, but they will be just on the edge where they want to perform. They want to fly. They want to perform. And then honestly, I think my cock kit, knock on wood, but I think my cock kit can outdo my hen kit. But you know, it's hard to say, but you know, we'll see. I do plan on flying 2 kits in competition, so it's gonna be a hen kit and a cock kit. So I'm not necessarily going with just like, oh, this family versus that family. You know, I'm more like, you know what? I think there's a lot of good families out there. I do breed. Majority of my birds are pure. Now, when I say pure, guys, don't go too much into it. When I say pure, it means that, you know, it's a family of birds from one guy. I don't really cross much. I do have a cross. They're called a Havoc Crew. If you follow me, you should know that already. So my Havoc Crews are crosses. But majority of my birds are still in, you know, like, I try not to grab too many birds from different lofts. And so right now I got the Masons, the Danny Courtney, and my Havoc Crew birds, and that's it. I do have my Barless project. Oh guys, that's gonna be another argument in itself, right? So the guys who like are bashing me on my Barless project, guys, I'm not taking a homing pigeon or another random pigeon and bringing it in to cross for the color. Okay, guys, these Barless birds are already rollers. Okay, they're already rollers. I'm just basically bringing them in to get the color. I used to have some Barless rollers when I was in high school, and they rolled great. And basically, that's all I want, is just some Barless rollers that I can enjoy and watch them roll and perform when I fly them. So that's what I'm aiming for. That's what I'm doing. So, you know, you're like, why would you waste time doing that, guys? Honestly, the Birmingham roller is a bird that's any pure breed, whether it's a pit bull or German shepherd or horses or anything that's a purebred. is eventually crossed to create the traits that they want for that specific breed. And when they get it, then they try to lock onto it and move it forward. Eventually, you get a standard for it, right? So the Birmingham Roller is the same way too, guys. They've been a crossbreed, but eventually selected for their performance. Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, to the guys who are very, I guess, one way about it, my thing to you is, you know what, if that works for you, go for your way. I mean, if you just want to see a kid of blue checks, blue bars, basic colors, black and white, whatever, if that you just want the basic color, that's all you. For me, I'm just trying to have fun. I'm just trying to have a good time. I don't care. I'll share what I'm doing out with other people, because you know what, at the end of the day, if we get more people into the hobby, that's what it should be about. If I get another kid that says, hey, that's a cool color, I'm gonna start keeping pigeons because of that. Well, guess what, guys, we just grew our hobby. Instead, like everybody out here complaining like, oh, why would you do such a thing? You know what, guys, you have your standards that you would select for your loft. That's why you have your own loft. Okay, that's why you have your own loft. And I'm not trying to bash you or talk bad about you, but you gotta be open-minded. You gotta be open-minded, and who knows if I'll even get them to where I want. There was a color project I tried doing. It was bringing the Kwamins into my family of birds, and shoot, man, the color was great, but man, any of the Kwamin color bird that showed was a roll down. I mean, it just got too deep. The ones that survived were black and white. And there was like what, maybe 3 of them that survived, and they were just black and white, nice, deep, quality rolls. Just not what I needed. If I was gonna breed for the Kwamin color and I'm getting black and white, yeah, I could have used those, but you know what? It just got to a point where I was like, you know what, guys, they weren't kidding the way I like. They weren't doing the things that I like. So guess what? Time to move on, and I junk it. I got nothing out of that project anymore. And the same thing could happen with this Bartlett stuff too. But yeah, my baby is getting a little fussy now. She's probably hungry and tired again. So I'm gonna let you guys go. But guys, stay open-minded. Stay open-minded. Remember that, yes, it's a Birmingham Roller, but it's the performance that makes them unique. Not the color. And honestly, it is what it is. I really don't care what people gotta say about my birds. I do plan to compete with them, and I do plan to get into competition. And will it work? Who knows? But you know what? There's some Bartlett stuff in my hen kit and my cock kit. So if they do good next year, well, that's proof that they can do it too. There's rolling them. But yeah, guys. All right, my baby's getting fussy, but I'm gonna let you guys go. But yeah, just wanna give a shout out to the guys out there, that are shooting down other lofts because they're trying different things. Stay open-minded. That's all I gotta say. Stay open-minded. Every purebred was crossed to create. Okay, and until you can prove me wrong on that, I don't know what to say. But yeah, guys, just stay open-minded and stay enjoying your birds. That's the main thing. Enjoy your birds to the fullest, and that's what I'm gonna try to do. And will I get there? Who knows? But you know what? I'm having fun with them. I'm having a good time with them. I'm out here every day with them. I'm feeding them. I'm flying them. That's all that matters, right? I'm not showing birds. And who knows? I might just show birds too, guys. I just got done judging here in Minnesota for a show here in Minnesota, South Minnesota here, and it was a good time seeing all the guys out there. And I'm learning. I'm not no pro at this stuff, and I probably will never be. But you know what? I like what I'm doing. I enjoy what I'm doing. I like what I'm flying. And that's all that really matters. But yeah, guys, F4LESS Roller, we out.